with you to be on my first channel. Hi. Wait, is this your first time seeing my new starting screen? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, hang on. Let me start my automatic redeems up. Give me 1 second. Yippee! Hi! Oh, hi! Dude, I love this new starting soon setup so freaking much. Because, like, I can start and I'm already here watching. That way it's not a secret. Usually I stand and I watch and it's like a secret. Like, I don't tell anybody I'm stalking. But I'm always watching. Always gotta watch. Yeah. I'm just a dirty gremlin from the streets. Hoping, praying that somebody's gonna take me in. This gremlin was from the streets. How are you doing? Oh my god. I've been actually really... Okay, I'm gonna say it because I'm more confident saying it on stream because you approached me instead of me hunting you down. But I was actually interested in messaging you and maybe playing League with you sometime. I just was never sure when to ask because you're so busy doing all of your great stuff with editing your videos and recording stuff and streaming and working on your challenge that I just was like, you know what? If I ever catch him playing League and offering to play with viewers, I'll offer myself as tribute. But if it doesn't happen, I'll just keep watching. But I would love to eventually. And now I can actually voice chat that I live in my new place and stuff. So it'll be a lot more seamless, you know? If you're ever down for that, no pressure if you're not, but if you're ever down for that, I would love to. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I am very much the type of person that I really enjoy being surrounded by people and talking with people a lot. So, you know, I'm very excited to be making actual long-term friendships, like with you. Yeah, League of Legos! Legos! Yeah! Oh my goodness! Oh, I don't know if you saw, but I did play through my placements and I got placed bronze 4, 74 LP. So, like, kind of low, but not Iron 4. I was expecting to be placed back in Iron, and I didn't fall all the way back to Iron. Yeah, we still gotta dust off the rust of not playing for a couple months, but we didn't fall. We didn't fall, baby. Yeah. Bronze 4. I'm gonna have to play some League soon. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. That might be fun. Maybe I can play League tomorrow and we could work on climbing our way out of bronze. Starting the process, you know? Starting it slowly but surely on our way out of the depths of ELOL. Okay, so you know I have a lot of fun playing enchanters, like Soraka especially. I love the way she feels in her kit and stuff. I was molding at my teammates. I was molding at my teammates for throwing the late game. So I played a couple of matches. My last couple matches were Lux, I believe. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm doing it myself. And it worked. I was like a freaking nuke. It was my first time playing Lux with the new item updates and stuff like that. So yeah, it was fun to test out my first games in competitive. Yeah, that was... I've definitely followed the recommended itemization path. I was not thinking, I was just clicking. It was just buttons to me. But yeah, the day's been pretty good so far. Today, I kind of took it easy, but here I am. I was procrastinating, actually starting for a while. Floppies, hi, welcome in. I was procrastinating starting for a while. My day was actually really good. It could have been better, but I woke up really early. I stayed up late last night as well. I think I didn't get to sleep until like 1 a.m. or something like that. And Griffin woke me up like he does every morning at 7. But since I've been staying up a little later the past couple days, he's been jumping down, pissing on the floor, shitting on the floor, and then waking me up to pick him back up. Yeah, today was different. He actually managed to wake me up first. And so I woke up in time to actually pick him up and take him outside. I had to do it twice, one for peeing and one for pooping. And then by that time, he was too awake for me to go back to sleep. He kept biting me, so I was like, fine. And I got up and I fed him breakfast, and I just got on the couch and just like watched some YouTube and stuff like that until I determined not to be lazy anymore. I think I did it for like an hour. It wasn't too long. But then I had the sudden realization. I was like, oh shit, the discount vaccination clinic is open today in like 10 minutes. And Griffin needs a second set of shots. So then I freaking rushed to get ready and I went there. And everything was fine and dandy. Everything went perfectly. I got home sometime around like 11. And I thought my cat's vet appointment was at 11:30. So I was like, oh nice, I'm being chilling. Let me just, yeah, I'm being chilling. Let me just take my time, get ready. The vet place is only like 10-minute drive, so I got a little bit of time to chug some chalky milk as my breakfast and get out the door, right? Wrong. I got my cat ready. Griffin was in the kennel. I'm on my way to the vet with my cat, and I get there and I'm like, hi, I'm here with my cat for my appointment. They're like, your appointment was at 11. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so the doctor was prepping to go into surgery for a different patient, and so I had to reschedule my appointment. I missed it by 30 minutes. I just thought that it was at 11:30 and not 11. So I got it scheduled. I'm going back on Valentine's Day. Actually, going back on Valentine's Day. I'm a little nervous for Valentine's Day. I don't know what my feelings are about it. Is there anybody else here that's gonna be alone romantically for Valentine's Day? I don't know how to feel about it, because on one hand, if somebody came to me and said, Minnie, I'm gonna be alone on Valentine's Day, and I have no baby, nobody to give chocolates to or roses or take out to dinner or anything, I'll be like, okay, no problem at all. We'll spend the day together as friends. How about that? It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just a day. It's just a consumerism day to spend money. Who needs it? Who needs it, right? But then I get to myself and I'm like, oh, I need it. Yeah, you're gonna be alone too, Mori. We can be alone together. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, because my logistics side of my brain is like, it's just a freaking day. It's not a big deal at all. Let's swap over here. It's not a big deal. It's not gonna be a big deal. Look at my blankie. Isn't it so cute and comfy? It makes me feel like I have gigantic shoulders. Oh, hell yeah. It's just a big blankie, okay? Anyway, alone on Valentine's Day, as we were saying and talking about, right? My logistics side of my brain is like, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Like, it's just a day. My mom actually invited me out for lunch. I didn't even realize it was Valentine's Day. She was like, you wanna go out for lunch on Wednesday? I was like, sounds great. Sounds great, Mama Mew. And then I looked on the calendar after and it was Valentine's Day. I was like, oh. So technically, I guess I do have a date. Ew. Let's go. But that we don't count those. Yeah, how about you take your mom out for lunch for Valentine's Day? Yeah, we're very cozy. I almost said being cozy. What the hell is a being cozy? Not a being chilling, a being cozy. Yeah, what better person to take you on a date than the one who puts you? Oh my goodness. Actually, my mom used to go all out for Valentine's Day when I was a kid. I remember her like getting me and my two brothers every year. She would get us make us a little tiny packet of like a stuffed animal with some chocolate and something like that. Just like it was not anything big, but it was a heart. It was a heart that counts, the thought that counts, and it really made the day special. So now forever I will have high standards for Valentine's Day. If I ever become not a loner and actually find somebody that will put up with my gremlinness, my standards will be high. I'm like, give me chocolate or give me death. Give it to me. I deserve the world. Give it to me. You better love me at least the same amount that my mother did. And you guys should have the same standards. I think that it's kind of... I think it's kind of dumb. And I don't know if this is the actual, like, stereotype? Normal thing? Habitual ritual? I don't know if it's the standard for girls to also gift things to guys on Valentine's Day. Other than the usual, like, will you be mine, chocolates, and stuff like that you would give to, like, your classmates in school. But I think that if you are interested in somebody romantically enough to expect them to give you a Valentine's Day gift, and you give them Jack Diddley squat, that's fucking rude and toxic. If you're interested in somebody romantically enough to expect a gift, you should be able to give a gift as well. And that's my opinion, and I'll stick by it, okay? Now, if you give a gift and you don't get a gift back, then also that person's a bitch. If they forgot you or expected that you wouldn't. But I believe that stuff should be reciprocated, you know? Yeah. Equivalent exchange. Exactly. And now some cultures and stuff do this on a like a different holiday, right? They'll have like a holiday for guys to give gifts and girls to give gifts. I don't remember the name of it, but I believe that's there's 2 holidays in Japan for that. It's like, yeah, White Day, right? If there's a separate holiday for it, you don't have to give a gift. But you have to give a gift when that holiday rolls around. I think that's fair. You know? I think that's fair. If there's an entirely separate holiday, then you can return the favor on your respective holiday. But there has to be one for both the roles, I guess. Now, what do the gays do? I don't know. I'm not gay. Do they just like consider White Day as as an example? What happens? Do they just do it anyway, or do they just pretend it's a regular day? I don't know. I'm not sure. Hi, Suhim, by the way. We're just talking about life and right now Valentine's Day. Yeah. I'd assume top. But that's assuming that the the gender roles are feminine or masculine, are they not? I don't know. Then all of a sudden it's like, well, what if there's a masculine girl and a feminine guy that are interested romantically in one another? Do they still follow the rules, or do they still this is getting too convoluted and complicated. I think that it's just their choice. My brain hurts. Help! My brain! It hurts. If you love someone, give them chocolate. I agree. I think everybody here can agree with that. I would freaking die for some chocolate right freaking now. I would actually expire for some chocolate. I don't mean the I don't mean like Hershey's, right? I mean like I'm trying to think how can I explain it. Dove? That's a good one. Kinder? That's a good one. Carmelo? That's a good one. I can't think of any others. Japanese Kit Kats. That's a good one. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Lindor truffles? I have to be in the mood for them. Those are pretty good. But sometimes the filling is too sweet and it makes me nauseous. It makes me feel like they've poisoned me. I'm like... I like Dove a lot. A lot. For like a plain chocolate, I like the kind of like smooth chocolates. Like milk chocolates, smooth chocolates, creamy chocolates, right? I don't know what the hell Hershey's does to their chocolate to make it feel inedible or like gross, but it's gotta be like a freaking F-tier chocolate. I cannot lie. Of the mainstream chocolates, that one is freaking nasty. It's freaking gross. It might not be F-tier. There might be some below it, but you know what I mean. It's not good. It's like... ugh. It's only good if you make like a s'more out of it, you know? And even then, I feel like it would be... the s'more would be elevated if you use the better quality chocolate. Ghirardelli caramels are some of my favorite. Ghirardelli is actually a pretty good brand. I like that chocolate. I like how creamy they are, but I don't like... There's not a lot of chocolates with fillings that I'm crazy about. I have to be in the mood for them. The only chocolate with like a liquid filling that I don't need to have to... The only chocolate that I don't need to have to be in a mood for with a filling is caramellos. I like a caramello or a caramello if you're fancy. Those freaking bussin'. I will devour those almost any time, right? I don't really have to be in the mood for them. Even if I'm like, oh, I really would hate like a chocolate with a filling right now, I would still freaking bust down and devour a freaking caramello. Like I'll be like, it's chocolate. I would freaking destroy it. Let me freaking tell you. I'm also like that with the Kit Kats. Oh my god. But they have to be the ones, like the flavored ones from Japan. Like the matcha one. I cannot get enough of that one. There's also a flavor that is like, tea. I think it's called milk tea. But it doesn't taste like boba. It tastes like the tea. You can probably look it up. I don't know the exact name of it, but that flavor of Kit Kat, oh, it's so good. It is more sweet than a vanilla Kit Kat. But I don't know. it just tastes better. It just tastes more creamy and like there's just more flavor to it. It's a little bit more sweet, so sometimes I don't like that, but it's really good. Caramel is peak. I'm not a fan of the thick caramel that's like in Snickers. Yeah, I will tell you though, I used to freaking hate Snickers. It used to be one of my least favorite candy bars. I don't know why. I think I was just trying to be different, and almost everybody that I knew liked Snickers, so I was like, I'm so different and cool. I hate Snickers, right? But I had never tried it. I think Snickers is like okay, but I much prefer the Snickers ice cream bars. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Those are freaking bussin'. A Snickers bar, like a candy bar, it's like it's okay, but it just feels like too much of a... like just too much sometimes, right? I can't get enough of the Snickers ice cream bar. It's just so good. I wish I had white fudge right now. I don't think I've ever had white fudge. I know I've had regular fudge. I've never been much of a fudge girl, I guess. I just always thought of it as thick chocolate, and I was like, why would you do that? I think you have to use a lot of milk when making it, but I'm not entirely sure. If you do, it probably is that reason I stayed away from it. Three Musketeers? Oh, no, same. I was a Milky Way kind of girl before I discovered some of the more expensive chocolate brands, and like I had to pick a favorite out of the Halloween common candy mix. Milky Ways are fucking bussin', okay? Of the actual candies, like the most common candies, Milky Ways are fucking bussin'. If you want something creamy but like not too strong, Milky Ways are so freaking good. With the nugget! The nugget! Yeah, Mori. Butterfingers are really good too, but they also get stuck in my teeth, so I ended up liking Milky Ways more, but I'd say Butterfingers is one of my top favorites as well. I loved Butterfingers. I'm just a candy girl, what can I say? I love candy. I have to be careful about buying sweets for myself, because if it's here, I will eat it. If it's out of sight, I usually don't even think about it, but if it's here, I will eat it. And when I eat it all. And when I eat it all within like a week or two. Depending on how much I bought. It's gone really fast. Really fast. So I don't really get it for myself that often. But I did a couple weeks ago. Maybe 2? I was really craving something sweet. And I could not escape this feeling of just needing something sweet, and I had nothing. I tried everything to just satisfy my craving. All I had on hand in my home was my dad bakes a lot, so you guys know. And one of my favorite things that he bakes is he makes homemade biscotti, which is like these not very sweet cookies that you eat with like tea or coffee, that sort of thing. And I had not had his homemade biscotti in freaking forever, so I asked him to make it for me, and I still have like 3 left, but he gave me a whole bag of those. And yeah, Papa Mew gave me a homemade biscotti, and that was all I had to satisfy my craving. But I was craving something really sweet, so even that did not satiate my freaking divine hunger. And one of the days, I bit the bullet and I ordered from this place that Mama Mia told me about. And it was called, I can't tell you what it's called because it's a local chain. But it was basically like gourmet cinnamon rolls. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. And like you could customize the toppings on a cinnamon roll. And I ordered it, and I was kind of basic. I just got like like vanilla frosting and fruits and stuff on it. But oh my god, it was so good. It was almost too sweet, but it was like, I've thought about that cinnamon roll every day since I got it. How big was it? It was kind of this. I don't know if you can get it bigger, but it was kind of like the same size of like a Cinnabon cinnamon roll, if you know that. But it was the flavors that were different. You know what I mean? And you could get toppings and stuff like that. You could customize your toppings, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't do that. I just got one of their pre-made ones. Yeah! It was so freaking good. I've thought about that every day since I got it. It happened to me the other day. I went out to get a Frosty from Wendy's. Wendy's Frosty. I like their Frosties. I like the Frosties at Wendy's. There's some fast food chain McDonald's that I don't know who told them how to make a milkshake, but they don't know how to make a milkshake. And it shows, and I've ordered from them when it's like a necessity and it's all you have as an option, but it's like chocolate milk, but like different flavors. You know what I mean? Like it's not even a shake. It's like I don't even know what to freaking call it. The only time I ever got a shake from McDonald's was a Grimace shake. Okay, was it worth it? When I tried the Grimace shake, it was so fucking gross. I don't even remember what flavor it tasted like, but I'm pretty sure it was like grape or some sort of weird tangy berry. I really hated it. And mixed with the McDonald's curse of all of their milkshakes are like way too runny. Like, yeah, berry vanilla. They're always way too runny. So I feel like it would be 9 times better if you took it home, added actual ice cream to it, and like blended it yourself or something like that, just to make it thicker. I don't know. It just needs help. It just needs help. Five Guys has the best milkshakes. I've never had the milkshake from Five Guys. I live near one now. I didn't used to. Well, in my old place, the nearest Five Guys was like an hour away. And now my nearest Five Guys is like 5 minutes away. So I might try some more stuff from them. I was never really a big fan of their burgers because for driving an hour for a burger, and it was like I usually prefer smaller burgers, like from In-N-Out, for example. In-N-Out burgers are just I cannot ever get over how great they are. I really like In-N-Out burgers. Their fries are really terrible. I won't lie, as an In-N-Out fan, they're actually freaking terrible and they taste like cardboard. But at the same time, I order them every single time and I like eating them every single time and I pretend to enjoy it. But I know that I'm just I know I'm gaslighting myself. I know I'm gaslighting myself into liking them and eating them. I know they taste like cardboard. Why do I keep ordering the fries? Why? They're like cardboard matchsticks. Why? Anyway, I might go to Five Guys a bit, even though I'm not a big fan of their burgers because they're bigger and sloppier. Like, they're still pretty good, and I like the toppings you can get on them are a little bit more hard to come by, like the mushrooms. I think you can get mushrooms on the burger. I really like mushrooms on a burger. I'm excited for that. Yeah, their burgers are so okay, you gotta like I imagine like this guy like licking both of his lips like in a cartoonish circle, like their burgers are so wet. That's kind of gross. I'm sorry, that's a disgusting visual. I cannot imagine it when you say their burgers are so wet. Yeah, that's usually not my style of burgers, so I don't expect to be eating there very often. But I will say I really like their fries, and their fries, there's so much of them, and you can get them seasoned. So yum, so yum. And I eat there more often than I did. So they have fucking hot dogs. I didn't fucking know they had fucking hot dogs. I had never heard of that. What the hell? Well, alright then. I guess I gotta try their hot dogs sometime. Good to freaking know. Also, it's nice to finally be able to chat with you after you're home from work and more instead of before. I tried so freaking hard. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. To push my stream to be good for you. Like when you came home from work. But if you listened to the end of stream, Griffin was literally being a menace to the society of life. And right now he's tuckered out. He's taking a nap. But he was overstimulated and he needed me to help him get down and settled for a nap. And he just would not settle. So I was like, okay, freaking fuck it. I'll get off and I'll deal with that. But still, I wish that he would let me go through, but he's still a baby. He's only 11 weeks. He's 11 weeks old now. Can you believe it? Yeah, he's still very much a baby. And so he's learning how to dog and behave and stuff. Oh, goodness. Sylvie, thank you so much for the freaking raid. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Can I please... Oh, do I have a mod here right now? I'll give you a shout out. Shout out. Sylvie, you're so freaking sweet. What the hell? Hi, Sylvie. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody, from Sylvie's chat. Thank you so much for joining in. What were you guys up to? I saw you freaking streaming, but... Excuse me while I choke on my own freaking spit. I saw you streaming, but I was procrastinating starting my own, so I was like... Okay, I'll just start instead of saying hi. It was good. Did a subs only making chocolate? You made chocolate? I've never ever made homemade chocolate. Ever. Thank you so much for the sippy. Thank you very much. Oh. It's easier than it looks. Did you like... Okay, what level did you do it by yourself? Like... Did you buy cocoa powder or did you buy like cacao beans? I've seen both of those two things, so it's a little bit different. Yeah. Hi, Stomppound. Hi, welcome in. I bought the pre-made melting chocolate. Did you shape them into cute shapes? Message me. I want to see them. I want to see your cute little chocolates. Confectionery chocolate and molded. That's so cool though. I did make my own ganache. Oh, she fancy out here, Chad. You didn't tell me she made ganache. I don't even know what ganache is. Is that like a syrup? A fudge? It's only 2 ingredients and I still find those. Sounds like the story of my life. Hearts and some nice truffle shapes. Aww. I would love to see that. I would love to see it and eat your chocolate. Well, welcome in. Thank you guys for coming. And I hope that you had an amazing time making chocolate. If you need to like clean up or anything, I understand and you can go and do that. But I appreciate you sending me over all of your people. And I promise to take really good care of them while they're here. I'm actually I'm on my way to 200 followers. I'm very small. I just started out streaming last month. We're actually not today. Tomorrow? Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. No. Like 3 days ago. Something like that was our first month of streaming anniversary. So I'm still really new to this, so if I mess up, please forgive me. I'm just a little babby and I'm figuring it out, and we're just riding and vibing and all of that stuff. Yeah. Cute owl made cute talkie. Cute owl. She's so cute. Sylvia is so cute. I'm so thankful to have her as a friend. Okay, I didn't think to give a proper shout out because I figured that like 90% of the chat now belongs to Sylvie. she's just got the monopoly on mini chat stonks. But if there's a couple of you here that were in my chat before and you've never ever heard of Sylvie, she is a close friend of mine and she's really freaking adorable and super cute. She's an owl and her voice just, I don't know, something about it just tickles my brain, and she's just so perfect. And I think, okay, forgive me if I'm wrong, you're debuting a new model soon, but have not yet. I think I saw a teaser for on Twitter. So please send your love over to Sylvie and support her, and go check out that stuff and support her in all that she does, because she's amazing and I love her. And as you can see from her community, they're very nice and kind too. So welcome in, everybody. Yeah, you'll be lurking. You better clean up that chocolate smear. I freaking know it. I smell it from here. Okay. I will say thank you to some of my follows, because I think that it's polite too, but I'll kind of speed run it because I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time. But thank you very much to Jeremo, Brielle, Kuro, No Waifus, No Laifu, the Incognito Squirrel, I like that name, Lost Knight, Jazzy, Miopio. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I appreciate it. The dino is cute, isn't it? Look, it's a little plushy blankie, and I'm just holding it. There's another one. Okay, but I didn't think that I thought that it matched my hair too much. There's another one with a freaking teddy bear. I love this one so much. Let me put it over the top so you can see it. Look how cute it is. It's so cute and fluffy. I love it too much. But I thought that it matched my hair too much for today, so I went with the cute little dino. Yeah. So it's very cute. We were talking about the last thing we were talking about was Valentine's Day and how I'm gonna be freaking like alone, and I'm scared how I'm gonna be with those feelings, because like if somebody else came to me and was like, Minnie, I'm gonna be alone on Valentine's Day and I don't know what to freaking do about it, like I'm really sad, like I would reassure them and I'll be like, it's just a freaking day, I'll be here, we'll be alone together, it doesn't matter, it was made for freaking consumerism and all that freaking jazz, right? But then when it's myself, I'm like, I'm gonna be alone. so I don't know exactly how to deal with that, but I'll probably do some sort of stream and we'll figure it out. And then we were talking about chocolate for like 5 hours and which chocolate brands I like and which ones I will devour. Yeah. Hi, average guy. Hi. Actually, I can't say I'll be alone for Valentine's Day because my mama Mew is taking me out to lunch. So technically, I have a date with my mother. Okay? Yeah, I have a freaking date with my mother. It's different. It happens. Can't be alone when I have the voice. Yeah, true. Don't take your meds or I'll go away too. Happy Valentine's, I suppose. Thank you so much, F9. You can save it for actual Valentine's Day. I'll be streaming. I have nothing better to do. And that way, if I'm lonely or anybody else is lonely, then we don't have to confront our feelings. Yeah. Are you going to Red Lobster? You know, I actually don't even know where I'm going out to lunch with my mom. She didn't tell me. And she just texted me, I think it was today. She's like, you want to go out for lunch on Wednesday? I didn't even know that it was Valentine's Day because I've just been ignoring that part of my brain. And I did not accept or register that it was Valentine's Day. I just freaking ignored it, right? I'm like, it's not Valentine's Day now. And I said yes before I even knew. And then when I went to put it in my calendar, I was like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I don't even know where we're gonna go. I figure we'll choose where to go on the day. That's just kind of the way my mom and I are. She's probably gonna come and pick me up and we'll just go somewhere. Somewhere. Confessed to my crush after I took my pills. I haven't seen her since. No! I've in the chat for Amori, bro. He lost a real one. He actually lost a real one. I had a girlfriend once. I had a love once. Trying to fit in. Majin, hi! It was nice to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, but I've been lurking in Sylvie's streams recently, so I'm very excited to see her. This is I may not seem outwardly excited, but this is probably the most viewers that I've ever had, so I'm keeping it together. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Chocolate, thank you so much for the follow as well. Got an hour before school. I hope that you get detention. I hope that they find anime on your phone and put you in detention where you freaking belong. I've never been to school, so I've never been in trouble. I've never ever been to detention. I've never been in trouble. I've never, yeah. I was a perfect student. Technically speaking, yeah. You've been in detention, Amori? What did you freaking do? You were a bad boy? Oh, jeez. Don't tell me that you had a motorcycle or anything like that. You'll be too cool for school. I'm trying to think, what is the naughtiest thing that I did? In my own house, the naughtiest thing that I did... I was a little bit of a brat. I'm not gonna lie. I remember one of the things I got in the most trouble for was teasing one of my brothers who was getting in trouble. Like I was standing behind Mama Mew, and one of my brothers was getting in trouble, like getting lectured, and I was like making faces at them, or like mouthing the words that my mom was saying behind her. And they started crying. And my mom was so mad at me. And I don't think I got in trouble for it, but actually all the times that I got like grounded or anything, I don't even remember what I got grounded for. So I just remembered that I was grounded, and I used to go to my room. And I would keep candy stashed in my room so that it was like a reward or something. I would be like, I'm not in trouble. I was doing the right thing. And then I'd take a piece of paper out and I'd draw like a mean old monster. And I'll be like, I'm fine. I'm not even in trouble. I'm gonna give myself candy. Yeah, I like being in my room. I can play by myself. And I was like crying. I was literally coping, but like... It's okay. We tell ourselves what we need to tell ourselves, okay? You really did, Majin. You left the best impression. I got detention for vandalizing the bathroom? What the hell did you do? I think the worst moral thing that I did as a kid, like that I actively chose to do something naughty, was I had a very, very close friend. She was my best friend who lived across the street from me. And I would go over to her place and she would come over to my place. Practically every day we would play together, right? And I've never ever told her that this was me. But to paint things so that you understand the context, she was one of those kids that, like, she had it all, right? She wanted something, she would get it. And she had a plethora of stuffed animals and toys, and literally anything she wanted, she would get it as soon as she asked for it. She had the most, like the highest generation, like, gaming consoles and everything. Like, I wanted to be her. But obviously we can't do that. One of our favorite things to play together with was, we would play pretend with Littlest Pet Shops. which were like tiny little cats and dogs with bobbleheads. And they were so cute. And instead of like playing with dolls, we would play with those and play pretend with them. Obviously, I had like maybe like 15 and she had like 500. She had some that I really, really wanted. Like really bad. And I was like, she wouldn't notice if like 5 were gone of her 500, right? She wouldn't notice. I freaking took like 5 of them. Like 5 of the ones that I really wanted. And she never noticed. She did eventually be like, did you see this? Like, did I leave them over one time? And I was like, what? No, like never. I will say though, as soon as I was done playing with them, like a couple months down the line, like I quietly returned them to her house. I took them back, okay? I repent for my sins. I took them back, I promise. I didn't steal them completely. They did. I just took them for like a little. I was borrowing them, okay? I really. Yeah, I borrowed them without her consent. Oh my god. I did the same thing but with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I got too greedy and I took his and I took a quarter of his collection. Oh my freaking god. If it was Pokemon cards, it would have been worth. Did you ever give it back, Emori? Or did you get caught because you got too greedy? Oh my gosh. I loved those littlest pet shop things though. So much. I did not have a whole lot of them, but I loved them. I gotta say this. There was this channel. There was a couple of channels that got me into the little pet shops because I was a kid at the time, and they were like how do I explain this without sounding like a complete maniac? Okay, let's just preface this by saying I was a kid, okay? It can't be weird if you were a kid. Yeah, you can watch weird things and it's okay if you were a kid. Got it? Okay, got it. Now that that is out of the way, right? I watched these like videos on YouTube of girls like playing pretend, like making actual stories and episodes and shit with their littlest pet shops. They would be like sitting there with their freaking fingers on their heads, bobbling them to talk and stuff. And then when they would cry, they would take a fucking eyedropper and drop water down their face like they were crying. And use like freaking markers as blood and stuff. And oh my god, I couldn't get enough. I could not get enough of the drama. Okay? I lived for it. I binged every single time they were out. It was like usually like high school themed stuff, and when you're a kid, high schoolers are like gods. I don't even know, but I loved that stuff so much. Is there any weird YouTube things that you watched as a kid, or maybe just weird things you watched if you're too old to grow up during YouTube? I'm sorry. I grew up with technology. I'm a baby. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help being a baby. My parents were like, how did you get all these? I was like, he gave them to me. But they knew. They made me give them all back, including most of my own. Ooh, that's bad. Hey, I'm not naughty. Core memory. That's happened sometimes. That happens. What is one of my core memories? I don't know. I would say one of my core memories was meeting my childhood best friend. I was kind of oh, excuse me. I was kind of deprived of human connection and socialization as a kid, which I very much still craved. I was definitely an extrovert, but I was I was kept away from the public eye for their safety. I was contained, okay? I was contained. We'll say that. And I love doing extracurricular activities. And one year when I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, if not younger. I chose as my extracurricular softball. Okay, I chose softball and I loved playing it. I have a deep connection to softball and baseball because that's the only sport that my Papa Mew liked and taught to me. and so I might not be able to understand the talk and lingo of most sports, but you give me baseball and I'll know what you're talking about most of the time. Most of it. At least a little bit. And I was playing softball and I was on the catching side. So I was not on the batting side yet. And I was guarding, I don't even remember, first or second base? Something like that. I was on one of the bases. I was in the action, okay? And the team against me were batting and they got the ball moving, so they got to move bases and they got to my base. I was so excited. Finally, I wasn't alone. So I started talking. I was like, hi. And she was like, hi. She was more shy than me, but I was super in her face. I was like, my name's Minnie. What's your name? And she told me her name. And then I was like, wanna be friends? And then we became friends. And even though she was on the enemy team, that was my friend there, okay? And I don't know how it elevated from there, but ever since, she's been my best friend. Yeah. I think that was the only sport that I did, and I only did it for that year because they didn't ever have enough sign-ups, so I stopped doing it. Anyway. Yeah. After that, the only sport that I did was I danced for a long time. I danced for almost 10 years. Almost 10 years of my life that I danced. I loved dancing. I wish that I had progressed further in it, but it gave me a lot of joy when I did do it. I never got to be amazing, but I was happy. I was happy dancing. I still love to dance, but I haven't ever had the space to do it, so I just dance in my brain and in my car so that I can make eye contacts with strangers and they think I'm insane. I like to think they think I'm quirky and cute, but I probably look like I'm like freaking spazzing out. I played hockey and football for years, but which football? American. I played a little bit of non-American football or soccer. I did that for a little bit, but again, I never went far because there wasn't a lot of sign-ups, and I didn't really like it. So cat dances in car. It's literally the toothless dance. American football ain't really football. Yeah, they don't even... They hold the ball. It doesn't make sense. Why isn't it... Why is it called football? Shouldn't it have been called, like... freaking... tackle ball? Something like that? Yeah, pretty sure you use your hands, buddy. Might call that handball. It's so crazy to think that, like, most professional sports were invented by bored children. That's why they have so many convoluted, like, stupid rules that don't make any sense. Hand eye. Yeah, how about concussion ball? The fascination with American football definitely does confuse me. Every year with the Super Bowl, it's like this whole thing, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure like 90% of people don't even care. Like, why is it so blown up? You don't see other sports getting that. Well, non-American football, I'd say, does for... I'm sorry, forgive me. I literally only know baseball terms. They, the championships? Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. For non-American football, whatever their special thing is for You know, the finale. Yeah, the finale. Yeah, World Cup. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you don't see that. I think you see that fanfare for World Cup, but just not in America. There's a lot more fans for football around the world, but not in America. I kind of wish there was. Football is such an interesting sport. I really like it. It's easy to follow too. It's easy to follow. It's not confusing. I think baseball is more confusing than football. I'm really excited to be able to go to some baseball games this year and see them in person. It'll be kind of weird. I haven't gone in years, but I'm excited. I'm excited. The World Cup final is gonna be in America in 2026. Watch Americans not care. Watch it not be hyped up at all. Not America saying it's called soccer. Actually, it's called soccer. We call it soccer. I feel weird calling it soccer when I'm talking about it on the internet because I know people are gonna lecture me. They're gonna be like, Minnie, actually it's called football. America's the only place that call it soccer. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll call it non-American football or American football. What kind of word is soccer? Socks go on your feet, and so it's like football, but since we already had football, they're like, call it soccer. It's like socks go on your feet. I don't know. It's really starting to grow here. Where is here? Where is here? They've done studies, and the younger generation of Americans prefer soccer over other sports. It's a fun sport. You kick a ball into the goal, and that's it. That's it. That's all the rule is. Kick the ball into the other person's goal, protect your goal. No other rules, except don't touch the ball with your hands, right? I think there's times and stuff, but like, that's the rules. I couldn't even tell you all the rules of American football. I don't even know. They start off in like weird lines, and then they go 2, 3, 4, and then they freaking run at each other towards a ball, and then they try to yoink the ball, and then they run, and then they have to like kick the ball sometimes, but then they also have to like throw the ball sometimes, but then they also like have different weird points and stuff. And that's all I know. I don't know any other rules. I think you have to get the ball through your opponent's weird goal fork thing that's in the air, but I wouldn't be able to tell you if that's actually factual. Super Bowl, one of the world's largest complaints events. Everyone wears a jersey of their favorite character. I didn't get to watch it, but did you guys hear that there was like a Nickelodeon coverage of the Super Bowl this year? I was seeing some clips of it, and I almost wish that I tuned in. It sounded kind of cute. Like Dora the Explorer was teaching people about football. She's like, that's the freaking ball! Yay! But I think they had a different halftime show. It was like SpongeBob or something. Yeah, and dude, SpongeBob and Patrick became VTubers. They were like using the face tracking that like Code Nico uses. I think that they should have done 2D avatars instead of 3D because they ended up looking, at least in my professional VTuber opinion, they ended up looking kind of like crap. But like, I think they could have looked a lot better for a lot cheaper if they got 2D avatars. At least for the talking part of it. Studios have an aversion to 2D now. It's sad. It'll change. It'll change. I feel like it just looks so much more clean unless you're doing full body tracking, you know? If you're just sitting there not using your whole body, then just use a 2D model. It looks so much more bright and colorful and would have fit the vibe of SpongeBob so much better instead of Patrick. The show is called Patrick Starfish. I tanked a literal football coming at my face. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Well, I hope you didn't get a concussion. Was that when you were a kid or something? Oh, I see the above comments. When I played, I got hit and my nose started gushing blood. I thought it was sweat. To imagine my surprise when my teammates screamed in horror at me. That's actually kind of funny because it was like a buff. You had like a terror radius, like a killer in Dead by Daylight. They're like, ah, help, help. It was very fast. 2026 won't be a good year, even if it's a World Cup. Why? What makes you say that? It's only 2024. Is there something happening in 2026 I don't know about? Are you a freaking future seer? Look, I don't think that we've had a good year since we were kids. Let's be honest. Your last good year might be different than mine, but I think that everybody has not had a good year since they were kids. Living with their parents, happy, not a care in the world, haven't graduated high school yet, haven't been exposed to the horrors of the real world, and then ever since you became an adult, life's just not as happy anymore, okay? We're not gonna have another good year, except for occasionally you might have a good one if you finally find a girl that's interested to marry you, and you ask her to marry you and she says yes, and everything will be happy for a couple years, or at least mediocre, until she tells you that she's divorcing you and taking the custody of the kids, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So then you just kind of go back to your middle-aged crisis, and you have your midlife crisis, and you go back, maybe you live with your parents for a bit again, but they're too old, so they lecture you on why your wife left you and took the kids and the money, and now you're just a depressed adult, but you have less money because you have to pay child support. I'm sorry. Those people are talking a bit too much. When is the world gonna be over? I think we got at least 10 years. Being a kid sucks. That's what I thought when I was a kid. I remember staying and I was hanging out with one of my older cousins, and I always looked up to her, and she was doing my hair or something like that. And I will say this, she was always a bit of she was one of the cool kids. She was one of the naughty kids, but she was really cool, and I always thought she was really awesome. And I was having a talk with her while she was doing my hair. I was probably no older than 8 years old, maybe younger, and I told her I could not wait to be a grown-up. I don't know why, I just wanted to grow up faster. She was like, no, you don't. You don't know it yet, but you don't want to grow up. Enjoy being a kid while it lasts. And I was like, no, I want to grow up. And I should have listened to her. God damn, I should have listened to her. There's so much you take for granted when you're a kid. Exactly. There's just I don't know. The world is just simpler when you only have to worry about is watching cartoons. Maybe going to school. Maybe hanging out with your friend. Maybe the newest toy that you're gonna ask Santa for Christmas, Yeah, being a kid sucks. But only if you have bad parents. Being a kid is... there's a region... There's a region? Let's try that again. There's a reason why nostalgia is a great selling point. Because everybody wants to go back to the more simple times of being a kid again. Benny Haploid, thank you so much for the follow. No hablo español. A region for the season. It's like my version of a lisp. But okay, take care, Imagine. I know you gotta head to school. What was I talking about? Being a kid, nostalgia. Yeah, there's a reason that nostalgia sells. There's so many companies and people that just want to win off of nostalgia alone. Why do you think that Disney keeps remaking all of those classic Disney movies? Why do you think that games keep releasing and releasing a remake after remake after remake? You know? There's a lot. And why do you think it's successful every single time? Everybody wants to feel like how they felt like when they were a kid. And the easiest way to do that once you become an adult is remakes and remasters. I'm not saying being a kid is like the best thing in the world, but I'm saying there's a reason that adults strive to reconnect with that inner child. I think everybody has their inner child inside of them still. You're just all taking care of it a different way. You know? We're all just little scared babbies in the shell. We've gotten to the point where they're remaking things that aren't even 10 years old. What the heck? What the heck? Or my favorite is when they remake a remake. Looking at you, Last of Us. Looking at you. I don't know how I feel about remaking the remake when the remake's old enough to be nostalgic. They're like, we gotta do that again. Remaking a remaster of a release. No! No! I'm so scared of that because the thing is, I feel like we're just waiting for it to happen, right? The original game becomes nostalgic. Okay, hear me out. They release it again, re-release it for the people that are now old enough for it to be nostalgic for. New players play this game for the first time, some of them being kids. In another couple years, they re-release the re-release, and it's nostalgic all over again for double the audience. I can't wait. I literally... If you guys are tired of the remakes, me too. But just know it's probably getting worse. I don't think that we're gonna be able to escape it for a while. Help! Help! There are more versions of the first The Last of Us than there are there are numbers of Last of Us games. That's so sad. What the fuck? Can we go back to flat Earth? Only if you want to go back to burning witches at the stake. At the steakhouse! Let's fucking go! Can't wait to relive my entire life in chunks based on media consumption. Oh my god, can you imagine like VR or something? Who was the person that wanted to make freaking creepy ass brain chips? Freaking Elon Musk, right? Imagine if they find a way to tap into your consciousness and your memories and stuff like that and make you a freaking like movie or game based on your own personal nostalgia. I'm not talking about like reliving your life, but like they basically select games and shit that you played as a kid and that were your safe spaces, and they freaking just tailor it right to you. That would be actually cool but terrifying. Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. I never expected somebody would say that about me, but thank you very much. I'm a favorite streamer. I guess I would take over the world now. Don't mind if I do. Oh, some random thought since we were on the topic of VR. If anybody knows where I can get like a replacement... Actually, I don't know if I want to drill holes in my wall. Do you guys know if the sensors for... I don't know. I think they're called sensors. I'm pretty sure they're sensors. They're like little cubey things. For the VR headset, I think it's called Valve Index. Do you guys know if those work with like a regular tripod or something? I'm thinking that I want to like ask my dad for like a tripod or something to hold it. The reason is I would need a replacement for the one that attaches it to the wall. or that you can use as a stand. I accidentally lost one of mine, so I would have one sensor that's fine and I could stick on the wall or anywhere, but I would have one that I wouldn't know what to do with. So I thought I would ask my Papa Mew for a tripod stand or something. My papa's really resourceful and he has a lot of extra stuff like that. He actually works in theater and like video editing, and he specialized when I was a kid in sound design. A lot of the times I would follow him to theaters and stuff and be his +1 while he would work on like the lighting and the sounds and the cues and stuff like that, and I loved it. I always was tempted to ask him to like somehow if I could be on stage or something like that. I was just always too shy, and so I never asked. I mean, he had the freaking connections. I'm like, now as a freaking grown mini, I know that if I asked, I would have been led to the right people, but I just never did it. Instead, I was a weird stalker. It explains why you're so much better at mixing than me. My dad didn't teach me fucking shit. I was too embarrassed to ask him. Hi Ray, welcome in. Hi Penguane. Let me give you a shout out. Penguane. You're new in town? What town? Bro, what town? Welcome in, Speedy. We'll call you Speedy. Welcome in. Hi. My dad didn't teach me anything because I was too embarrassed to ask him for help. Your town? I don't know. Cat town? Meow meow, motherfucker. Meow meow. Welcome in. Hi. I took a live production class, but it got interrupted by COVID. I'm sorry to hear that, Benny. Or I hope that you're able to restart that eventually. I'm new to this whole town thing. There ain't enough room in this town for the both of us. Well, I was gonna say something. Oh, one of my core memories is when I was a tag along with my dad to a theater. He had to go pick something up or drop something off. I don't remember what it was because I had to be like 5 or 6 years old. I was Bobby. And he took me there. And one of the other men working behind the scenes, backstage, there we go, that's the word for it, said a curse word next to me. I don't think it was fuck, but I think it was like on the lines of like shit or damn. Like, god damn it. And he looks down at me, like hiding behind my dad's legs. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just, you know, my mouth slipped and I didn't mean to say that in front of your daughter. And I looked up at him with the most innocent expression ever. And I was like, that's okay. My mommy says much worse at home. I didn't miss a fucking beat. They laughed, obviously, because what can I say? I'm a natural born comedian. It was just too perfect. Thank you, Penguane. We are on our freaking way. But yeah, I owe a lot of my comedic timing and stuff to my dad. It's so weird saying daddy on the internet. I can't anymore. I call my actual dad daddy, but now it's a gross word. How dare you ruin the word daddy for me? My dad is my daddy, but I can't say daddy without feeling like a freaking degenerate. But I owe a lot of my comedic timing to my dad. Thank you for that, Benny. I remember when I was going through that awkward phase, a lot of the time, hi Speedy, A lot of the time, my dad, not my dad, a lot of the time after telling a joke, I would be like, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Like, I would say something funny, but then I'll be like, just kidding. Thank you for the follow as well. And my dad would freaking tell me every single time I said that, he's like, stop saying just kidding. Own it. Just own it. Just say it and just own it. And if it's weird, then just stare at them like it's serious. It's funnier. And so now I can say the most unhinged fucking shit and just stare at people in the fucking eye. I don't know. I think it's a superpower or something, but it I'm like, yeah, I fucking died. And it's the most serious thing, right? I shit myself on the way here. You can have so much more fun with it if you're not serious with yourself. And I'm very thankful to my daddy. I'm very thankful to my dad for teaching me that. I've done it to strangers and they look at me like I'm insane. That's part of the fun, okay? You just gotta smile at them. Give them a little... fuck, I can't fucking wait. I mean, frick. Okay. Close enough. Catchphrase humor never hits? Wait, what do you mean by catchphrase humor? Is that like the just kidding thing? Like if I was like, my fish swam upside down. I'm just kidding. Your pants are untied. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Humor is not the joke, but in the people's reaction to the joke. Yeah, exactly. You can tell. If somebody's in for the joke, you can tell. And you can have fun with it, okay? But there's sometimes that people are like, they're not in the mood. And you just don't joke with those people. Like anti-humor. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah, saying the least funny thing in the funniest way. Me and my little brother literally communicate by faces. Sometimes I don't know how he's going to survive in the world because I've literally raised him to be a mini-me. I don't know why whoever is in charge of the universe trusted me with a younger sibling, but he's literally a carbon fucking copy of me, but in male form. He'll be fine. What can I say? You've doomed him. Shut up! He's gonna be fine! He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, I've made myself a clone. I've successfully cloned myself. It turned out great, so I'm sure he'll be fine. Thank you, Suhim. I appreciate that, ignoring all of my cat issues. He's fine, he's fine. Seriously though, I didn't realize, like, I have an older brother as well. Yes, I'm in the middle, I know. That might explain why I'm such a freaking problem. But anyway, I have an older brother as well, but he did not make... He did not imprint freaking anything, okay? He did not freaking imprint anything. There's kind of reasons for that I don't know if I want to share, because it's not my reason to share. Maybe I will eventually. Maybe eventually. But anyway, besides the point, I was not his mini. I was my mini. I was mini-me, but I was not the mini-him, you know? But freaking my little brother, he could not escape my wrath. My evil plan has worked. Minnie in the middle. Yeah, and I'm freaking smaller than both of them, and it's not fair. I don't know why both of them got my dad's genes. The vibes were too strong, it was bound to happen. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of a... Sorry, I was looking at my dog made a noise. I was kind of a strong personality child. I was definitely in your freaking face. Whether you liked it or not, I was there. I was very outgoing. I was very talkative and I would not freaking shut up. Actually, I'm freaking advanced in my social and talking skills. Do you guys know that I started talking before that I was supposed to? I don't know exactly what age, but I think it was like 9 months old. I was forming sentences or some crap like that. I don't remember. My mom likes to freaking brag about it because it's her life, not mine. I don't remember it. I don't remember freaking any of that, but yeah, maybe that's why I'm a VTuber now. Is I just can't stop talking. So that's my curse. We shall live with this curse together. Peaked as a baby. Shut up! I did not peak as a baby, okay? I still have time. I still have time. It's not over for me yet. I still have time. Is it actually over for me? Should I give up? I was solving complex math equations right out of the womb. I rocketed out of my mom's vagina at Mach speed with a freaking clipboard in my hand, and I told them that I was going the speed of light, but they did not believe me. They instead injected me with some sort of serum that made me forget everything. It's all downhill from here. No! Can you imagine if, like, you give the child to be like... Everything's over from here forward. I heard you editing, and I heard you say, what? What did you hear, Penguane? What did you hear? We're having a nice conversation. What could you possibly have heard? Can't be downhill if you never went up. Big brain, big brain. That's the key. That's the key. It wasn't about me, Penguane. Look, I'm sure you're imagining your things. It's been a long day for you, Penguane. Just trying to settle down, get some editing done. We're just trying to live our best life. Like, we don't need to be talking. Like, you heard something, obviously. I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? Oh, baby. My pup's so tired. He gets so sleepy at night. He sleeps early. He starts sleeping at 10 p.m. so that he can wake me up at 7 a.m. to piss. I can't fucking wait! My life's not going downhill. It just falling off a cliff. Well, don't do that. Don't do that at all. But yeah. Does anyone else's parents like to brag about them in the weirdest freaking ways? Like the freaking, like what I just said a couple minutes ago with the talking at 9 months. Yeah, my mom freaking does that. I'm like, shut the... Shush! 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 Stop it! Oh, hi! Hi, Griffin. Hi, baby. My dog's here, guys. Parents be proud of their kids. Kids be embarrassed of their parents. Oh, my baby. Hey, I think he has to go outside to pee. Give me just 1 second, please, so that I can let him out. Remember when you used to be happy? Oh my god, please. Chill out, my dude. You're giving me depression. God damn. I'll be back in like 5 minutes or less. Okay, hello? I'm back. I told you to be back fast. Hi. He actually peed. Yippee. He's gonna judge me because his dinner time's in like 15 minutes, but I'm gonna stretch it out until I go to bed because that's the better time for him. Oog. Oog was throwing rocks before he could walk. It goes back to the dawn of time. It really freaking does. It really do be that way. Oh no. I guess you can't be mad at him. That's like me with my dog. I'm like, he's so advanced in his training. What the fuck? Guys, he can already sit and stay. Oonga boonga. Oonga boonga. I don't hate it that much. It has its moments of being kind of like, Mom, stop. But I think most of the time it's really cute and endearing. But you have to promise, if you ever have a child, you will embarrass them thoroughly. Hey, F2, hey, welcome in, welcome over. How's it going? Hey, Griffin, you better stop. We're talking about children? Kind of. We're talking about parents and how they embarrass you and stuff by talking about you all the time. If I ever have a child, I'm sending them to military school. Maybe if you want your child to hate you, go for it. I guess it depends, you know? I always thought military school was supposed to be a punishment or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've never been to military school, and I've never met somebody that has been to military school. I feel like I'd be a fun dad. I feel like everybody says that, and then they become their parents. It takes a lot of work to not just parent like your parents. Oh my freaking god. Everybody that I know kind of becomes their parents in a way. The older you get, the more you seem like them, you know? It's not impossible to overcome. There's a lot of people that do and have overcome it, especially people that come from toxic family situations and households and stuff like that. It is possible to overcome, you know? You will, just because you've experienced something horrible does not mean you will pass on that horrible experience to your loved ones, right? But it does take work. And the reason that I think for that is because as children, we experience and learn from the world by mirroring, you know, by idolizing our parents. And so if they're doing something that's not so much of a great thing, even though we realize that it's not so much of a great thing as adolescents and teenagers and adults, that child inside of you, that inner child, still mimics them, and it's ingrained in your subconscious, right? That it just becomes your first reaction. Your first reaction is not always your best reaction, but it's that second reaction that's the true version of you. If you are walking down the street, right? And you see this lady, and she's got fat, massive, honker-donker, milky duds. And your monkey brain goes, ooh, ooh, sucky, sucky, right? You can't blame yourself. Those were honker-schmonkers just bouncing on the street. But maybe that second thought, that second voice in your mind is like, hey, no, we don't schmuck on the street. And then you just look and admire without thinking about shucking anymore. Yeah, I was like, you're like reprimanding yourself. I'm not following. You are the person telling yourself not to look at the schmonkers. You are the person pulling yourself back in. Your first thought is not always the best thought, but it's that second thought that is you. That's your personality. You know? Yeah. Gotta learn somewhere. They looked at me first. With which eyes? Can you please point on this diagram? Where are her eyes? Oh my goodness! And what color shoes was she wearing? Well, lucky for you, I'm in defeat. They were pink. Fucking kid. Oh my goodness. Wait, Griffin, where are you going? Oh, you wanna play with me? Oh, what a good boy, Cass. Good boy, give me this toy. And portal flavored? Good boy. Okay. Hey, my eyes are up here. Hey, wait, where are they? Yeah, it gets a little confusing sometimes. Good boy, Griffin. Yeah, that's my good boy. Griffin, I've only been streaming for an hour and a half. What the heck do you want from me? What the heck do you want from me, mister? What time do I have to wake up tomorrow? Well, not too early. I just have training at 10:30. I just have Griffin's training around 10:30. So I don't have to wake up too early. That's good. That means I can stay up late and talk to you guys. That's much more fun. Yeah. Do you guys want to watch a little bit of YouTube before bed? We can get a little bit comfy with it. I would like to watch some. Give me a second to set it up. YouTube. Stay up and gab. More of stay up and yap. I'll be yapping. Yes, please. I'm excited now. Okay. She be yapping. That's our yap tuber right there. Can't believe I talked for like an hour and a half without shutting up for like this most time. How did I have that much to talk about? How did I talk? Okay, whoa, wait a minute. How did I have that much to talk about? Last night I was actually yeah, that was the 5-hour section where I don't know how much I want to say because I don't want to embarrass myself. But well, last night I was trying to pick up my courage to sing a little bit, and I was just listening to music and jamming out and singing, and it was nice to experience it. And I haven't sang in a long time, so it was getting myself comfortable and finding my voice again a little bit. And yeah, hey, I'm not gonna sing. You can't make me sing. I was just trying to share that because somebody said when I was like humming and singing along to music while playing League, that they would love me to post covers and stuff. And I just wanted to say, like, first of all, I will love to do that, but I just want to work on my confidence and stuff first. I don't want to post something that I'm not proud of, I guess. So I want to make sure that I'm proud of it and I'm happy first. You know, I don't want to feel forced to do that kind of stuff. So it will take me time, but I did want to share that I was, you know, working on that. And I was also very nervous because I stayed up till like 1 a.m. doing it. And when I tell you I was not quiet, I was giving it my all, okay? I was going straight in. I was giving that shit power. I started off silent, like I was like, but I started giving it power. And then I realized, oh shit, I have a fucking next door neighbor now. Luckily, at least I think they're nocturnal. I think my landlord told me they work nights. I only see their lights on at night. So they either really like saving power or they're asleep during the day. So I think we're good. They might judge me, but I think we're good. I don't know what that means, Naranja. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm a bit dumb. I suffer from dumb cat syndrome. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's watch something, shall we? I still have a lot of music. Long live the Fat Legion. Who and where is the Fat Legion? I still have a lot of music recommended here, so apologies for that, but it's okay. Elgato? It's me? I'm Elgato? Where? Where's Elgato? Elgato is... I don't see something that says Elgato. Where? Somebody said something about Legion Grass. I didn't see anything about Elgato. Who said Elgato? Who in tarnation's talking about me? Oh my god, did you hear about the drama with Niji Sanji? I heard they were freaking molding. It was in the screen capture. Oh, oops, I didn't see it. I thought it was in the chat. Griffin, hey, stop. That's wires there, you cannot house. It's gotten so freaking wild. It would be better off if they didn't say freaking anything. Like, if they just kept their freaking mouth shut. Or if they apologized, but instead they doubled down. This company is killing themselves. I don't even know. It's actually freaking crazy. Actually is freaking crazy. I hope everybody involved is gonna be okay in it. It's really dramatic, but I don't know. I don't really agree with it. I think Niji Sanji is freaking dumb, and I've always had a bad feeling about them in my gut, and I'm glad that I never auditioned and never got into their company. They just seem like a freaking bad people, and yeah. Yeah, they revealed actual documents. Oh my god. It's almost like this company only cares about money. Exactly. But they don't even do that. See, they don't even care about money because if they cared about money, they would have kept their fucking mouths shut. They're losing money by talking, and then they talk more, and so they're losing more money. So you'd think somebody that cares about money would have kept their mouth shut. I don't even know what they care about anymore. If they kept their mouth shut, I would have said, like, maybe, yeah, they care about money. But, like, they have to be stupid. They have to be stupid. And now there's a high chance of a massive lawsuit over the video? Yeah, no freaking duh. I don't fucking blame them. If I was Doki, I would sue the hell out of them. Most company statements are worse than YouTuber apologies. Yeah, but the thing is, even with that corporate cold document... Excuse me, I'm dying a little bit. Let me cough first. Even if they made like a corporate cold document that was like... we wanted to apologize to Doki for the freaking circumstances or whatever the freaking heck. Thank you for the sippy. We wanted to apologize for circumstances. We can't undo it. But we are actively working towards looking inwards and reevaluating our circumstances and our team to make sure that this will never happen to one of our livers ever again. That's all they have to freaking do. It can be corporate and cold and still be fucking good. Or they could have, I don't know, kept their mouth shut. It would have blown over eventually, I think, if they kept their mouth shut. But they made it worse. They made it so much worse. They would have been better off having the CEO crawl out with a ukulele and sing about No, you got it wrong. Sing about how they didn't mistreat anyone. Deep down, we know it doesn't mean anything. I know. Even if it didn't mean anything, at least you could say that they tried, you know? Trash Panda, I don't know how you got a raw freaking empty message. It's kind of weird. Oh, it says Borpa Corpa. Give them a shovel and let them dig their own graves. They already have. They already have. I haven't seen the actual... Can we get a 1 in the chat if you've seen the video or live stream that they did on their... I think it was their Livers channels. I've only heard word of mouth what happened, but I didn't actually see it. I was freaking vibing. I was vibing when it happened and it went down. They just posted another response. What happened? What happened? Hang on, I gotta look. I don't think I'll be able to share the screen, but let me see if I can see it on my page. Meow, 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 meow. Don't let them cook. Please don't let them cook. I watched it. I haven't watched it. I only saw that it was posted. Yeah, maybe we can look at it together. Where's their newest statement? I don't see it. Can you link it to me, Imori? The video is rough because none of them sound right. Ugh. What if they were done with AI voice? Oh my goodness! Can you imagine if they were done with AI voices? I would vomit. I would actually vomit. I can imagine, like, I don't know. It's hard because I feel like the people who were posting them were forced to do it. But on the other hand, I feel like if I was forced to do that, I don't know. I mean, you have to think, it's your job, it's your livelihood. If you have bills to pay, you might not have a choice. You definitely can't stream. I'm sure it's in their contract somewhere that they can't stream on their old channels. So, like, they would have to get an IRL job or have enough savings to survive if they just, you know, if they walked. I thought no entertainment companies could be worse than YG, but wow. I got to see it. I gotta see it. Thank you. Let's see if it lets me do it without being signed in. Regarding concerns that have arisen in relation to the current situation. Bro, that sounds like a freaking rap verse. In the stream done earlier by our livers, a message from Nijisanji En. It was mentioned that parts of information received from Selene and her lawyer was shared to them by AnyColor Inc. As mentioned in that stream and in the notice published by AnyColor. Termination of Selene Tatsuki's contract with AnyColor. Selene and her lawyer claimed that livers affiliated with AnyColor were involved and that they will hold AnyColor legally responsible. Selene and her lawyer mentioned the possibility that they will also hold livers affiliated with AnyColor legally responsible. In order to check with the validity of Selene and her lawyer's claim, AnyColor shared only the necessary parts of the information sent by her lawyer with our livers and led an internal investigation. To begin with, AnyColor has not made any confidentiality violations regarding submitted documents for legal claims such as these. However, regarding the specific information and documents with which Selene's lawyers requested, this feels so corporate and cold. Do you guys hear this? This feels so freaking cold. And it just feels like he said, she said from this post from Nijisanji. Celine's lawyer requested that we do not share with our livers. Which utmost consideration of this request has not shared any such information. In addition, our livers are not held to any confidentiality obligation regarding the information shared to them from any color. Thus, there are no legal issues regarding the information shared to the public in the stream made by our livers. After rigorous legal check, any color hereby declares that it has not made any confidentiality violations while checking the validity of claims made by Celine and her lawyer with its affiliated live. They're like, yeah, we didn't do anything wrong. Bro! Bro! Okay, and? Okay, and? Oh my goodness.
The worst VTuber company literally harassed their own talent.
Selen
Tatsuki, allegedly of course. At the end of the day, this company cares more about money than the well-being of their own talent. They made a public statement that literally
This was posted earlier this week. It's not updated. I want updated. I want updated. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. Meow. I wonder if we just look up Doki Bird Niji Sanji. Agency VTubers that are buried under so many NDAs. There's no way the no confidentiality thing will hold up. Yeah, no fucking shit. They're under so many NDAs. Them saying that they shared the doc with the parties who were mentioned legit confirmed who the ones harassing and bullying her were. Frick! You're right! No! This one's fast. Oh, full side has one. 20 minutes! Okay. We'll watch it.
Tonight we have breaking news. Firstly, turning to Niji Sanji English's Alira Pandora, tweeting out, "Hi everyone. Thank you for your patience during my absence. Myself and some others will be speaking about the recent situation in 30 minutes from now." That stream being nothing but a black screen with audio from Alira Pandora, who's
so
joined
weird.
by Vox Akama and Ike Eveland of Niji Sanji English. This regarding the subject of the termination of Niji Sanji English liver Selen Tatsuki last week, and what they said was shocking. Alira stating they are speaking on behalf of Niji Sanji, and that later the CEO of Niji Sanji will also be making a statement. Alira beginning by saying this is based on personal experiences, that they do not condone harassment, and that Alira herself volunteered for her channel for this message to be sent.
And what was the message? But also, do we believe that?
Alira further
I feel like sometimes they're forced to say that it's their choice. Literally, why are the livers speaking on behalf of their company? They literally shouldn't be. Unless they agree with what their company is doing, and they are defending their company out of choice, I firmly believe they should not be saying anything. Not only is it a bad look for the company, but it's a bad look for the livers too.
Stating that she was forwarded documentation from Selen's lawyers that included very personal information, including alluding to where herself and Millie Parfait lived. This making Alira feel both threatened and scared. Alira stating further that upon Selen's video being taken down on Christmas, that several Niji EN members had reached out to Selen to understand what had happened.
It's just pushing a bad look onto them now. Yeah, leave corpo stuff for the big wigs. Don't strong arm the livers for doing your job. Yeah, they've all but killed whatever good faith they had with their fans. Yeah, I feel like people are mass unfollowing them.
Happened. And then upon finding out that she was hospitalized, speaking through Selen's manager, who was in contact with Selen's emergency contact. Vox Akama would then begin to speak.
It's a legal document. Did they expect it to have their VTuber? They can't legally bind Millie Parfait, alright? They cannot legally bind Millie Parfait. Millie Parfait could be anyone, right? Sorry, it's the example I used because her name was in my mind. Yeah, it's IRL names, baby. Legal documents, IRL names.
Showing off what appeared to be
It's something that I had to learn.
private messages to and from Celine regarding that music video. Vox going on to say that this music video was still intended to be made public after going through the appropriate channels. Vox having spoken with Celine privately a number of times, and then after being forwarded this documentation from Celine's lawyers through Nijisanji English's management, finding out that potentially Celine had recorded calls with Vox unknown to him, including talking about subjects like the tweet he had made around the cancellation of last year's AR Live plans. Vox saying this was all very upsetting to him, and further that Celine was always given the chance to simply graduate, saying further that she had made plans to graduate around the time of the Niji Prism Cup and then not going through with those plans. Vox also stating that he was aligned so much with Celine that he himself was planning to graduate. This Nijisanji English Liver also clarifying that the self-attempt on her life should never be taken lightly and that they still do pray for her safety. As then Ike Evelyn would begin to speak. This document from Celine's lawyer and then forwarded to him through Nijisanji English management, making him re-examining his entire friendship with Celine, finding parts of this documentation to be incorrect and potentially harmful as it did include personal information. Then going on to say this is now an...
Is there anywhere where it's illegal, Amori? I feel like there's a clause in the States. I feel like it's legal in the States, but only if you're doing it for your own safety, question mark? I don't know.
issue for their lawyers and asking the viewership not to discuss the matter further at this point. That message from the three livers then ending. All while the talent behind Celine, Doki Bird was live, originally simply intending to perform a Neopet stream and sharing with her audience the document.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
That was forwarded to the Nijisanji English talents was never intended to be seen by them, and instead was only to be shared between her lawyers and Nijisanji lawyers, providing as much documentation as she could so both parties could figure out what happened that would lead up to her termination. Doki Bird on stream saying this messes me up and goes back to my lack of trust, saying she was left speechless and that she'll be talking with her lawyer to release yet another statement later on, saying further that she was ready to move on from everything. Doki Bird then apologizing for cutting her stream.
I was watching her stream, her welcome back stream, and I firmly believe that she actually did wanted to put it behind them.
Short, as she now needs to speak with her lawyer, just as she was really looking forward to simply rebuilding. So once again, an absolutely wild turn of events that led to us deleting our video just minutes after uploading. Here now is that video as originally intended. It's getting weird, as today we turn to Nijisanji English, having this time last week terminated one of their livers, Celine Tatsuki. In response, pre-built PC maker Height would cancel their upcoming business plans with Nijisanji English, a major brand deal loss for the VTuber agency. Now leading us over to Good Smile, a Japanese manufacturer of hobby products, recently attending the 2024 Winter Wonder Festival. The Good Smile US account covering this event on Twitter, featuring recent reveals for numerous VTuber figures, including for HoloLive, including this Max Factory Ninamai Inus. Inus seen replying in surprise here, while even indie VTubers are receiving figures, including Shigeru Ui, alongside Shy Lily. Lily saying soon.
Oh my god, that's freaking... Oh, wow. That's freaking huge. A Nendo of an indie on Good Smile? Oh my god, that's freaking... Oh, wow.
I'm so freaking excited for this. One of my dreams coming true. Womp womp. And on the topic of Nijisanji English, we of course have their Luxium Wave, a wave of members so popular they were given their very own YouTube channel, unlike any other wave before or since. And this channel still racking up more subscribers than all of the members of the last Nijisanji English wave combined. Smile already teaming up
Oh,
with
goodness.
Nijisanji English to release this Vox Akama Nindoroid. As now we turn to Good Smile's Japanese Twitter account, Hahotan, sending out these VTuber reveals not seen on the Good Smile US account.
Whoa.
Those being for all of the Nijisanji announcements, including this one, featuring prototype Nindoroids for Luca Kaneshiro, Ike Eveland, and Shu Yamino of the Luxium Wave. Good Smile hosting their very own gallery website for the 2024 Winter Wonder Festival. And as seen here on the Japanese,
Here, come here, Griffin. You want on my lap? Good boy. Where did you put your shoe? Did you drop it? Oh yeah, you did. On my lap. Oh god, it's so fucking sticky and slimy, bro. That's nasty. Here you go. Oh no, you dropped it. Oh goodness gracious, man. Okay, here you go. You can, ow, that was my finger. You can eat your chew right here. Good boy. On my lap? Good boy. He wants on my lap, guys. He's eating his chew on my lap.
site featuring not just the Nijisanji announcements,
It's
but
getting
also the
bedtime for him. He's trying to
Nijisanji
convince
English
me to sleep.
announcements, both easily selectable by this drop-down. And yet on the English and Chinese versions of this site, neither Nijisanji or Nijisanji English are available to be selected, which is a different story for HoloLive. And also when manually entering in the website address for the HoloLive figures, those can be seen on the English side. But when manually trying to look up the Nijisanji figures from the English side, there are no images present. Currently on the main
Wow.
GoodSmileUS.com website, there is still that Vox Akama Nindoroid to be ordered. But looking back, there used to be more figures available for order under the general Nijisanji tag. So for instance, we have this Salome Nindoroid, which when manually looked up now, has been removed from its original website
That's
address.
suspicious,
Those figures still perfectly available on the Japanese Good Smile website, all while Nijisanji and Good Smile have had a very good relation with one another. Good Smile even holding a booth at the recent Nijisanji Fest 2023 event in
Wow.
December, and even making a specialized YouTube trailer for those upcoming Luxium Nindoroids. Once again available for Japanese users to see, but not English or Chinese users. That as also at the Wonder Festival, we had this Alira Pandora Garage Kit featured, alongside these prototypes for Shu Yumino and Petra Gurin. In regards to Nijisanji English's Alira Pandora, Petra Gurin, and also Rosemi Lovelock, all three of these original Nijisanji English members have been MIA, missing in action, for now over a full week since the Celine Tatsuki termination notice. As next we turn to Nijisanji English's Maria Marionette, recently showing off her 3.0 brush up, promising a brand new cover song on the 18th, alongside outfits that she designed herself,
Well,
and
that's
also
cool.
now releasing this schedule for the week, which includes a Valorant session on Thursday, February 15th, that is set to also involve Petra Gurin. And along with Petra, we also have Rosemi. Those two alongside Luca Kaneshiro set to
I
attend
wanna
a
hear the
Nijigen
freaking
Expo event coming up on March 1st and 3rd. Nijigen Expo saying VIP zone packages available now. That all as Alira and Petra were set to host a Nijisanji English Mario Kart Special Battle pre-race show. That event being delayed by Nijisanji English, stating after consideration of the current
When was
situation.
that? That was on Saturday.
We regret to announce that this event will be delayed so we can dedicate our full attention to prioritizing and ensuring the quality of our livers' well-being. That is Alira
Are you
Pandora
sure about
was set
it?
to attend Vantacrow
I
Bringer's
don't know if I
birthday
believe it
celebration
fully.
last week, but did not show up to those streams.
The
The
drama
remaining
pretty much
members
dried
of
up, mostly
Nijisanji
since
English
Doki
keeping
wanted
themselves
to put
busy
it
with one
behind
another
her.
on Discord,
Then they
including
reignited
Yo
the fire.
Kaneko.
That's exactly what I mean. Is I want to see why they reignited it. If he talks about it here, you know. Yeah, here, commentators, Reddit out of control, Japanese reactions.
Set to graduate this Friday, February 16th. The day after the Celine Tatsuki termination, the Aluna Wave holding their last full collab together, with Kyo then tweeting out Aluna Forever, followed by other Aluna members like Maria, Scarlet Yonaguni, Aster Arcadia, Renzoto, but not Aya Amare. Aya last week losing 6,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh,
That as
wow.
last week, not a single member of Nijisanji English gained subscribers.
Damn.
This total here not including the members of XLA, Crisis, and TTT, adding up a total of 143,000 subscribers
Jesus
lost
Christ, look at those
across
numbers.
Nijisanji English last week, while other IRL commentators took notice of the Celine Tatsuki termination, including Moist Critical, Asmongold, and Pyro Cynical.
And that is a
Damn.
very good start.
Oh
Probably
my
not
god, it's going outside of the VTuber realm. This is insane.
as much money as she's lost from ninjutsu, but
As also commenting on that Nijisanji termination notice was Sea-Dog VA.
It's crazy because if I was a company, I wouldn't. I saw the statement. I was like, who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this was good? Who thought this was good?
Whenever I see something cringy happening, like whenever I hear of anything cringy that a company does, whether it's a product or a statement or anything, I always ask myself, how many people cleared this? Because when you're talking about a company, it has to go through a certain amount of filters of yeses or nos. And I always ask myself, how many fucking filters did this shit go through before it was approved? How many freaking people said yes to this before it was approved? Ugh, every single
Insane.
time.
It's absolutely Kirk, dude. This is just what a
Companies always set up
fundamental,
the contracts to favor
astronomical
themselves so that the brunt of the damage falls on the towns. Yup.
misunderstanding of public sentiment. Holy shit.
And speaking of weird, we now today turn back to the Nijisanji subreddit, which, yes, we know, had been run directly by Nijisanji. Red Shokira days ago commenting, bruh, they yoinked r/Nijisanji from my team's hands on Christmas a few years ago. That's right, I wish you a Nijisanji Christmas is still a threat. This creator of that subreddit saying not even negotiations nor propositions, they just announced they'd be taking over in a 2-month notice. Also saying we only got to run the subreddit for 10 months before Ichikara took control. Nijisanji at the time sending hello moderators of r/Nijisanji. We are reaching out to you on behalf of official Nijisanji. We would like to have a discussion about this subreddit. Request you provide us with an email ID so we can contact you via mail. Please treat this message as confidential. Thank you. But things have been a little bit strange from last week on the subreddit. Posts like this one mentioning that Height had removed all of their Nijisanji collab cases, linking out to my Twitter account, something you would never see in days before. And now the subreddit is filled with numerous memes and commentary critical of the VTuber agency. This post saying, remember there's always a bigger fish man. Who would make a better PR team? Any Colors team of highly paid media professionals, literate in at least 2 languages, possibly more, each bearing at least a college degree or higher, capable of putting out PR statements containing the words negligible, financial, and impact, or a literal monkey. We also have this post, please stop calling them Kuro-sanji. You see, Niji can mean 2D/2-dimensional or rainbow in Japanese, while Sanji means 3-dimensional. However, calling them Kuro-sanji results in the name being Black 3D. I object to this name on the grounds that this implies that anyone outside of Japan in this company is getting effing 3D models. So yeah, Niji Kuro, a black rainbow for a black company. Further, we have this post, so anyone willing to bet this event has been canceled. That post occurring 6 hours before it was delayed. Other shots being taken at Nijisanji's billionaire CEO, alongside posts like they stole her smile, tracking the Anycolor stock price and saying Niji's...
Oh my god, I haven't seen how much it fell. That's crazy. Oh my god.
management big brain move didn't work out so well, alongside captures of these Google translated tweets stating the
I couldn't keep my contract. This is something that even children in lower grades of elementary school working at entertainment agencies can do, right? Thank you very much for your hard work for management. So they're supporting Nijisanji?
Japanese viewers' reaction supporting Nijisanji's decision is disgusting. Account such as this one remarking, "Thank you very much for your hard work management. I believe this statement is not a lie. I'll support it. Repeated breach of contract. It can't be helped. And thank you very much." And further in response, we have Japanese views aren't all against Selene. This one remarking, "Nijisanji English's management is seriously terrible. It's terrible for Niji En to go this far over a trivial problem that could be solved by just one person as a manager." This
Yeah.
user listing off other Nijisanji Japan talents and asking why they haven't been fired after they've done things like this many times, saying, "I can't help but think that the punishment is decided based on whether the management is playing favorites or not." This post saying Victoria Brightshield might be the unluckiest member of Nijisanji English. This member having been debuted in October of 2023, her Oshis being Selene Tatsuki.
That's such bad luck. Oh my gosh. Where was the PR team for this generation? I haven't even heard of them. I never even saw this VTuber. And I usually stay up to date with debuts and stuff. Where was the freaking PR team?
And Pomo Rainpuff,
Freaking
one of those members
non-existent,
having
I guess.
graduated in January, and of course the other terminated in February. And the next to most popular post, how to make a fandom sad with one image.
Damn.
Now, while currently on the Nijisanji official Wikipedia entry, there is
I heard
now
about
a
them,
brand
and they
new
had, like, zero
controversy
promotion. That's
section,
crazy.
mostly dealing with the termination of Selene, who numerous fans are now attempting to move on from. And now turning to the talent behind Selene Tatsuki, returning as Doki Bird. Doki Bird's YouTube channel now being verified today and also racking up 486,000
They didn't get an
YouTube
original song like the
subscribers,
other gens.
placing
That's
her
kinda
as
big
the
for a company.
207th most subscribed VTuber on YouTube, soon potentially set to surpass Rosemi Lovelock of Nijisanji English. And out of the 200 Nijisanji talents listed on userlocal.jp, Doki Bird would currently rank as 56 out of the 200. Doki Bird earlier this morning posting up this
Why
schedule
promote
is
them when
coming
you're
after
gonna push out another wave next month? Exactly. Oh, it disgusts me.
her Happy Lunar New Year
Having
stream.
200 talents. Can you imagine? 200. Nijisanji is the epitome, the actual epitome of quantity over quality and carrying over quantity over quality. They'd rather just push out another VTuber than take care of their successful VTubers.
A stream filled with many, many, many tangents, but also a vote and decision by Doki Bird on what to call her fan base. The result shocking some, as the final conclusion was to call her fan base Dragoons, the exact same fan base name that she had as Selene. Doki Bird citing that since Dragoon is technically a non-copyrightable term, it can be used, and it wasn't just her fan base name and
Oh, that's
Oshi
so
mark that she
freaking
was
funny.
taking back, as Doki Bird would also tweet out, animators / illustrators, 3D and 2D. I'm looking for people to work on Doki Bites, an animated short series for the
Dang,
channel. I'm slowly
that's
bringing
so
back some of my
cool.
old animators, but want to add more to the team. That being a clear call.
One of my favorite facts is Niji has had 5+ graduations, terminations in the past year, where Hole has had 5+ over the past 5 years. Yeah. This is why I don't like Nijisanji as a company. There's so many reasons. I
Back
just
to
don't
the
like Nijisanji.
Niji Bite series, a number of animated shorts, many of which that Selene herself paid for, and have since been entirely made private by Nijisanji English. But now on the subject of figurines, we have this tweet from Doki asking, "Collab, DMs are open." Sending that to the Funko Pop Twitter account. U2's sliding in the replies with, "Can I come over and stare at you like this?" And the Doki Bird celebrations are still ongoing.
That's
Muna
such a
offering
good-
up this
wow,
costume play.
wow,
Nash here
wow.
with Fly High. Luid even going so far as to show off feet. While originally we had this Wiggly from Aurelia Graphics, but now providing this update. This featuring the brand new design of the Dragoons, seen here as a Chunk Goon, alongside this Metal Gear Solid 5 meme. This callback to StarCraft. Doki Bird citing that as one of her very favorite games, alongside this piece from Hinatsu, showing us different forms of Dragoons. That all while all, earlier this morning, we had a shocking graduation announcement. That by way
No,
of dog
wait, what?
VTuber Uni posting up this bouquet artwork, this incredibly well-known illustrator and VTuber saying, "Hello, Pesties." It is with a heavy heart that I announce that this pink dog is stepping away from the scene. I will cease my activities as a VTuber on March 10th, 2024. I will forever cherish the beautiful moments we've shared together, all the amazing adventures we've been through together. I'll carry every one of you in my heart. Never in my life could I have imagined being a part of such an incredible community as this one. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. This has been one of the hardest decisions of my life after all the time spent with my beloved community. I hope you can understand and accept this choice of mine, and maybe one day our paths will cross again. Let's enjoy our last months together, making the most of every moment we've got left. Pesto is besto. Raina saying, I
Maybe
oversaw
one day our paths will cross again. Please, Copium. Please be in a corpo or something. Please, Pesto, I can't give you up. Please, Uni, please. Doggo, please. What the fuck? I did not hear this news. What the fuck? When did this fucking come out? No! Be corpo, but not that one, please. Yes, not Ninja Sanji, please. I don't think
the
she
creative
would.
production and direction, plus design the in-slate of You Use Goodbye video with Team Merryweather. This is a bittersweet portfolio notice for obvious reasons. Godspeed, Hato, Dogu, and all the best. That then leading to an outpouring of replies and support from VTubers both large and small. Vishojo Zentrea remarking, definitely was super emotional and actually started crying a bit, because you've been with me since I started really getting into VTubing, and you helped me create some iconic designs. From a dragon to a fancy cyborg, we did a lot together. You helped me so much. Thank you for helping me start my journey and for the amazing memories. Wherever you go and whatever you do, it's going to be amazing. You are one of a kind. Pesto truly is besto. We love you so much. Keep rocking Uni. All Live Indonesia's Crazy Ali remarking, we'll miss you, doggo. All Live English's Mori Calliope replying, thank you for everything. Best wishes. Very good friend Diariku remarking, I guess I finally found my pink dog. She was here all along. I love you, Wan-chan. You achieved so much throughout these years. As an artist, entertainer, best friend, I'm always here for you. Captain Hannah remarking, my beautiful mama. You've been with me ever since 2019, and I'll always cherish you forever. You brought me to life in ways people will never understand. I'll always look upon my models and forever remember you and the incredible talent that's displayed through them. I'm tearing up as I write this. I'll continue to be your wonderful captain as you were my incredible artist mom. Good luck in whatever life brings you, Uni Mama. Artist Dokuro Deluxe firstly reacting with what? And then I'm wishing you the best, doggo. Don't think you'll get rid of us. We'll follow you everywhere you go. Artist Claro saying you have been one of the biggest inspirations to me as an artist, and I aspire to be as amazing as you are one day. I'm sure wherever life takes you next, it will be full of success and happiness. Take care. Bichojo's Haruka Caribou breaking down in chat saying to Uni, I love you. I'm going to miss you. I'm crying. You're a very dear friend to me. Well, friend Scoo-chan would remark, but, the pink cat. Momote saying, thank you for being such a big inspiration in this community. We will all miss you. As another good friend, Yoshi would simply react with, what? Wolfie Chu saying, Uni, you're such an amazing artist streamer and have always been so sweet. I'm sad to see you leave, but know that you'll keep shining bright wherever you go. Good luck with your future adventures. Yinko remarking, all the best to the pink doggo. Alongside Vivi, Pesto is besto. Thank you for all the smiles. Recently debuted Harizono Irisu, having been illustrated by Uni, simply reacting with Mama. Shy Lily saying, Pink Wan, you are absolutely the best, and I wish you all the amazing things for the future. I love you so much. We will support the Wan forever. Annie saying, Uni, what? That's so out of nowhere. Where? How? What? My pink Elden dog, I wish the best for you. I Candy here with OMG Uni. I wish you luck in all your future endeavors. You're such a talented and sweet person. I'm so sad to see you go, but I cherish you. Lena with the cutest little pesto doggy. You have always been filled with so much joy and happiness and always put my heart at ease watching you. I wish you the best to wherever life takes you, Miss Uni. You will be so very missed. And Tan here with thank you.
What's this?
doggo. This pink doggo's dog form plush available still for the next 2 weeks on makeship.com. And that is all for this episode. As an update, we have changed the thumbnail and title on one of our more recent episodes for the Japanese viewing audience. This video now even including Japanese subtitles. You can check it out with the link below and feel free to forward that on. As that is all for
Company.
soon.
Goodbye, bad company. Goodbye, bad company. No bad company up here. No bad company.
No bad company, please have mercy. Please have mercy. I gotta... Give me a second, please. I have to... I just learned about this uni situation. I have to do something bad and I can't just sit on my fucking thumbs. I do have to censor him, don't worry. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to handle that. I had to. I was clicking and clacking and dealing with business. Okay, I'm sorry. I could not sit idly, and I was gonna get some water for you. I could not sit idly, and I don't know. After learning that, my heart definitely feels a little bit weird, but it is what it is, and yeah. So. Griffin needs his dinner. I need to settle down for the night, even though I'm not tired in the freaking slightest. He's gonna wake me up at 7 a.m. He's gonna wake me up at 7 a.m. I don't have a fucking choice in this matter. He's gonna wake me up at 7 a.m. So, I love you guys more than words can say. And I'm having a little bit of an emotional time right now after learning that news, but I don't know. I know I've only been streaming a month, but you guys definitely hold a very special place in my heart, and I hope that I can continue to make you proud and give you some good content and give you some good company, and I truly appreciate everything that you guys have done, and even though that's just tuning in and hanging out, it's more than I could ever ask for, so I truly do appreciate you. Yeah. So, hopefully I'll be able to see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'll start streaming. probably around the afternoon. I would love to do another late night stream. I truly prefer this time, but I also want to do a longer stream too. And my longer streams can only be done during the day. So we'll have to see how it goes. I will let you know. We could also do an afternoon stream, and then I could start streaming as a later time as well. Like, take a break and take care of Griffin. Let him get his nap out. Like, take an hour break and then come back. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I keep wanting to do that, and then after I get off stream, I like get out of work mode, and I cannot get back in. It's hard. It's hard. I'm like, if I end stream, why would I get back on? But yeah, I'm really happy that you could catch a full stream too, Amori. I would love to do some later night streams too, so hopefully you can catch some more before you go on freaking vacation. Goddamn sheesh. Of course, Benny, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for hanging out since the raid. I really appreciate that. You're so freaking sweet. And we are close to 200. Wait, how close are we? Are we at 165? Is my number updated? Are we at 165 followers? I think so. That's so close to 200. Oh my gosh. Justin the Shell, thank you so much for the follow. Is that 166 perhaps? I don't know the number. I have to check it. It is 166. Hell yeah. Thank you for the follow, dude. Alrighty, let me see if there's any friends. Oh, we have to raid Ame. I freaking love Ame. Oh, my doll is my babu. She's my freaking babu. That's my freaking babe there. She's like my big sister cat. Hell yeah. She's like my sister born in Australia. Okay, guys. She's doing her subathon. She's on like day freaking 70 or something crazy like that. So go support her. Send her your love. And yeah, she's been literally for so long. It's been so long since I've seen her not streaming. And she still has like 100 hours on her clock. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. I feel bad for her mods, okay? I feel bad for her and I feel bad for her mods. Not a day off in 70 days. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And yeah, I love you very, very, very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Also, we'll do something special for Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll try to get some alcohol. Maybe we'll do community games. Maybe we'll stream the whole freaking day. I don't know. I have to be careful because I have a dog to look after. We'll have to take care of him. I can't stream the whole freaking day. I have my lunch date with my mother. Okay. I'll stream as long as I can on Valentine's Day. How about that? We'll start there. I'm working on V-Day. I'm sorry for your loss. I hope I see you at either before or after your shift or both. Okay. Take care, guys. Have fun with Ame. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.